lovers of Civic Space TV, welcome yet again. We thank God for His mercies that we are here again. Thank you for always tuning in to Civic Space TV. Yes, this is Women Rise, Women at the Front Lines, your show, your space for you, a young woman out there. And I mean all women. Yes, we keep learning from each other. We have stories, and I believe you, a woman out there, you also have a story to tell. And I know your story can change my life. If it can change anyone's story. So yes, you can always tune in to Civic Space TV. Follow all our episodes. Watch our episodes. We've had previous episodes. You can follow, watch, and like, comment, share your comments. I'm called Madrine, and today I bring you yet another guest who has done a lot. She's a land person. She has done a lot. She has been into she has done project work. She has been a leader, which is most important. So she's going to tell us more about her leadership journey, what she's doing currently. Yeah, and I believe we are going to learn a lot from her. So today with me I have Ms. Muchala Cissy. Cissy is she's a consultant. She's a private consultant. She has done a lot of work in publishing. She has been into the publishing companies. She has been a leader at Uganda Management Institute in that is 2018 to 2019. So she will take us through her journey, and basically from her profile, she has a slogan which says better than yesterday. So your today should be better than yesterday. Yeah, so that is what I've picked from her, and I'm hoping to pick a lot more from her. Cissy, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Madrine.
Welcome to Civic Space TV. Welcome to Women at the Front Lines.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this initiative.
Yeah, thank you too for accepting to share your story to our women out there.
It's a pleasure.
So Cissy is going to tell us more about herself. Who is Cissy? What she does? Yes.
Thank you so much, Civic Space TV. My name is Cissy Anoonya. I get the name Anoonya from the Bible. It is Matthew 7:8. Seek and you shall find. So
Wow.
I'm a seeker. I seek, and when I put my mind on something, I usually get it.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, basically that is about me.
Yeah. So
I'm a mother, a daughter, a best friend.
Wow.
And one of the many women who have had a chance to go through an education.
Wow.
I salute my late father for doing that for us.
Wow.
We value education, and I'm glad.
True.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And you take us through your childhood journey, your education background. How far did you go with education? As I was beginning, I say she's a land person, yes, from her profile. So she's going to tell us where the level of education she has achieved so far.
Oh, thank you. I like I said, I'm one of the many people, because there are people who have gone before me and they are ahead of me.
Yeah.
There are those behind me, and there are those at my level. But I'm glad that I am where I am. Growing up, I grew up in a family of 10 children. We are 6 girls.
Wow.
And 4 boys.
4 boys.
Unfortunately, one of them passed on.
Oh, sorry.
And I want to salute my late father, that all the 6 girls went through education. Yes, we all attained at least A level.
Wow.
And 4 of us have graduated. So yeah, it's a privilege. I grew up with my stepmother. Because my mother couldn't take care of us. So our stepmom took on. But she did a very good job. And
That is
she
beautiful.
she's the reason I am what I am today.
Wow.
I'm hardworking. I am disciplined. I can say I'm faithful. Like, give me money, give me what, I'll be faithful with it. And our dad valued truthfulness. and he valued hard working.
Hard work.
Much as we were his children, to gain something from him, like extra cash from him, you should have done something for him. Like you go, perhaps I need this, he would ask you, what have you done for me?
No free things.
No.
Everything
so
comes with
you had to do
work.
something.
Yeah.
Yes. For example, polish his shoes, his hankies, put a lot of things in order for him. And he was very good with us.
Wow.
He gave us a very safe childhood, I can say. And like some people who have been unfortunate, I'm fortunate enough to have had a very good childhood. Like we were assured of food.
Yes.
Which is not the case for many children now.
True.
We were assured of an education. However hard it was, sometimes we would be at home. But at least we were sure that money was coming and we would go to school. And that hope alone kept us from, let me say, messing up. And we had a relationship with our father. Our father was involved in our bringing up.
Wow.
So you would look up to him and fear to disappoint him. Because he always created time to talk to us about life. And yeah, like he created values that we are living with even up to now when he's gone. My childhood shaped me to want a safe place for children. And in an initiative with a friend of mine from 2017, we are running a small daycare.
Wow.
Where we bring children, less privileged children, together. We give them food. Fortunately enough, my friend is an ECD teacher. So she helps with teaching these children.
Yes.
We give them food. And it's a Christian-based childcare center. Yes. So our target is to keep children safe, as many as we can. Although we may not reach everyone,
yeah, true.
We know we can touch a few children,
children who can
their lives will change. Probably their future will be better than they would have thought it.
Wow.
It is.
Yes. That is beautiful work. I must commend you for that.
Thank you.
That is very powerful.
And in my private businesses, I do private consultancies, majorly evaluations, because I am a monitoring and evaluation graduate from Uganda Management Institute.
Yes.
Yes. And in this, we look at the baseline evaluations, surveys, to determine what needs to be done. Is it in line with the project ahead?
Okay.
And if not, because there are chances of changing, we provide the data, and it is the recipients of the data to determine whether to take it on or not. Unfortunately, it is the biggest percentage usually execute these projects even with the advice from baseline surveys. Yeah, we do midterm surveys. We also do impact evaluations. Yes. Growing up, I went to Budini Girls Primary School.
Budini, that is
in Kaliro.
Oh, Kaliro.
Yeah, it was by then Iganga, because Iganga was big.
Okay.
Yes. Budini Girls shaped me, I can say, especially from P5, where a teacher discovered a gift in me.
Wow.
Yes, I was very quiet in school, although a bit stubborn and naughty. He saw the leader in me, and he forced me to be the debating prefect. So in that bid, I had a chance to compete with secondary school children.
Wow.
And it motivated me so much. I beat them in P5, and I was enrolled for Straight Talk. Was it Straight Talk?
The newspaper?
Yes.
Yes. True, Straight
So
Talk.
I would write articles to Straight Talk Foundation.
Wow.
Until P7. This gentleman ensured that I was termed. He's called Mr. Chisige Jonathan, and I appreciate you wherever you are. He was a good teacher, and yes, he helped us so much. We were very many, but 3 of us wouldn't be where we are today. because the chances of getting astray were also there, especially at school. Because at school you're not with your parents, so you're kind of free from home. So the teachers had to take us on, and Chisige did that for us. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Then from Budin Girls, I went to St. Stephen's Mukono, where I did my A-level. I can say my A-level was a bit flat, except for the frequent visits to home because of school fees. And I should have given up, I say, but our dad always encouraged us, and he was like, yeah, the future is in your hands. It may not be so easy, but you will get there someday. Wow. Yes. And from there, I went to a school called Sa Apollo Kagwa. It's in Mukono for my A-level. It's a school of the blind. Oh. And it motivated me so much. These people don't see, but they have what we call a sixth sense. Yeah, true. They smell and feel and beyond. To tell exactly this kind of person. Exactly. Imagine at that age, we kind of had the same perfume. You know, you don't have perfume, but see that puberty smell. But he can smell and tell Madrin from Cissy. Exactly. And during that year, so was the school only for the blind? Yeah, no, it was many of you were also. Yeah, majority. Of the students were the blind. Ah, okay. Exactly. I was head prefect when I was there. Yes, because of my leadership skills. Like I always tried to run away from it, but you know, destiny calls. Yeah, true. So I ended up being the head prefect, and yeah, I'm glad I served that school. From there, I went to Gulu University, where I did my bachelor's in ICT. And while at Gulu University, I wanted to become the first female guild president. And I worked so hard for it. My strategy involved mobilization. Basing on my mobilization skills, I have a skill. I can say it's a skill or it's a talent. I remember people's names even after years. After years. Yes. So imagine a very big campus, and then fortunately, the government brought up cadre course, the elementary military training. Okay. So I enrolled and made sure all those people were behind me. All the people who participated, I involved them like I was so everywhere. In a good way. Yes. Unfortunately, nominations were on Thursday, and my father passed on Tuesday. Oh. And many people wanted me to get that sympathy vote. And basing on the fact that my father never wanted me to either do law or join politics, I was going to join politics against his will. And his death made me regret everything. Oh, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have pushed him. Maybe, you know, the maybes. Oh, and basing on that, I just told myself, in respect of him, I'll not be nominated. Let me mourn my father, and I'll find the politics ahead of life. Because everything good is ahead of us. Yeah, true. Yes, and the opportunities are so many to serve. Even when you're not in a political or a politically elected position, you can still serve people elsewhere. Yes. Yeah, so true. After his passing, I went and served in the chapel. Yes, and yeah, it was kind of a relief because I had a chance to serve my people. Yes, so from there I went and started working. My first salary was 120 bucks. Wow. Yes, I was an IT officer, and it was too much because I had a lot on me. I had 4 siblings to pay fees for, and 120 was something that couldn't do anything. Are you the firstborn? Not the first really, child? But I can say so my mom, the responsibility that exactly, you had to carry for your young ones. My mom saw responsibility in me, and she found it easy to cry to me. So I see the leadership. Exactly. The leader in you, the leadership in you. Yes. Since childhood. Yes. So at the age of 23, I think I became someone of like 60 or something, because I took on my siblings for 3 of them were girls and 1 boy. I'm glad to report that they are all through school.
Wow.
And yeah, they did me a good favor. Actually, they did our late father a good favor because they studied and went
Your
through
father must be
school.
so proud of you.
Wherever he is.
Wow.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Yeah, from there I went and started, I got another job at MK Publishers, where I was always in project management because of my people management and mobilization skills. I delivered 5 out of the 7 projects that were given to me on time.
Wow.
The 2 were delivered, but they were not so good. Yes.
Okay.
And from there I went to Longhorn Publishers. But before I joined Longhorn, MK had some issues, so we were laid off. The company had financial issues, so it cut almost half of its most productive workers because they couldn't sustain us. I went back to school.
Is it still in service?
Yes,
MK?
yes, very much.
Really?
Yes, yeah. So I went back.
So from there you went back to school?
Yes. I always wanted to go back to school, but because of responsibility and the limited resources, I couldn't. Yes, so I had a chance to go back to school in 2017 for my master's in business administration.
Wow.
Yes, and it was then that I got a job with Longhorn, where I served until 2020, early 2020. Yes, I left and yeah, I'm now in private work.
Private work. Wow, that is quite interesting.
Yes.
So what you're doing right now is consultancy.
Yes.
How are you keeping relevant in this competing world? How have you managed?
The competing world, number one, I've made friends with people who matter.
Network.
And they always send through a thing or two or refer you to someone who knows something. And then I also keep, I support, talk, and inspire people to not give up on their dreams.
True.
Because when I was at UMI for my MBA, I had a chance to compete with 5 gentlemen for the position of the guild president.
The only lady?
Yes, I was. And my chances were very limited, considering that my predecessor was a woman. She was Rose Obiga, Honorable Rose. Yes.
Honorable Rose Obiga.
Yes. So like in the competition, my strategy was to get as many numbers as possible. Although some people were discouraging me, were like, no, a man is coming through this. And I'm like, no.
How will you do it?
I can't do it. I will mobilize. Yes. So I mobilized and I got 26 out of the 50 votes that we had. The valid votes were 50. I got 26.
Wow.
Partially because Rose came through, I can say.
She came through for you?
Yes.
Women supporting women.
Exactly. In the morning, on that morning of the voting, I almost gave up. I was on my bed after praying. It was at like 6. Then I was just going to, because of the pressure. The pressure was too much. The men were doing so much against me. And it reached a time when they actually came together to fight
you.
Exactly. And there was this one whose mobilization skills were much better than mine.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, these people are going to win. I almost gave up. And in the bit of switching off my phone, Rose calls me. She's like, where are you? I'm like, at home. She's like, I want to see you now. When I met Rose, she gave me a strategy that changed everything. She gave me a solid vote from the northern region.
Wow.
And that pushed me very many steps ahead. And even the people I was scared of, actually one of them got 3 votes. And I'm like, why did I fear? So like we always face the fear, but you have to have
how to overcome the
exactly. You have to have that zeal inside and believe that you can do it. And after believing that you can do it, you can touch another person to make them believe that they actually can believe that. So being a guild president kind of helped me improve my leadership skills, first of all, my communication skills, negotiation, and mobilization. And basing on that, we talk and support a group of women. Wow. At the daycare, people are depressed right now. And most of the children in our daycare are from families that, I don't want to say broken, but something like that. Families that are not straight.
Going through a lot.
Either the mother is alone, or the father is alone, or the mother wants to go abroad and work, but has nowhere to leave the child. And so we talk to them, and you can't talk to someone on an empty stomach. So I love baking, and I use baking.
You do a lot.
Yeah, no, like baking is for my home and myself.
You don't do it commercially?
No, I've not ventured in that.
Oh, so you should think about it.
Okay, yeah, I should. So like we bake while talking about life. While talking about, because like one thing that women have come to believe is that marriage is everything. It is not. I'm sorry to say, but we are giving it so much importance, and we forget ourselves. In the bid of taking care of the marriage, the women forget themselves.
Yourself completely.
And when the man goes astray, you find yourself totally lost and useless and depressed. So we talk to these women. I do it with Sonia because we are using her space.
Okay.
We talk to these women about life, call it counseling, about life, about what they can do, self-help. And I'm glad to say of the women we have talked to, 2 of them are now in baking.
Wow.
Because every time we meet, we bake. We bake something. And sometimes they are not perfect. Sometimes the cakes get burnt because we are busy talking. But we talk, and
it's something you're...
Exactly, and it helps someone forget their problems, because they say...
I think also talking is therapy.
Exactly. But ours is not like commercial and no. We look at getting few people, the few who come to us, because we are not going to advertise. The few who come to us and open up, we do what we can do in our capacity.
So where is this space?
Where
can we get this space? I know many women out there would want to visit your place.
Okay, it is in Chirinya, Victory Preparatory School.
Okay.
In Chirinya, Bombay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So a lot of women are going through a lot.
Exactly.
Depressed.
Exactly.
You're thinking of marriage, a lot of responsibilities.
Exactly.
Yeah, so she's the right person for you. Kindly visit the place.
We shall be glad to talk to you. Although it is a Christian-based foundation, we welcome people from all faiths. Because faith defines us to some extent.
Yeah.
But we are humans first. So I have to look out for a fellow human before looking at whether they are Muslims or not. Thank you.
That is beautiful. And we thank Honorable Obiga for
definitely
stepping in for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
like,
it is beautiful. Women supporting
each other. And even during my term in office, Rose was available.
Wow.
She always created time to come through. To advise me. Because if you want to go to some destination, the best person to ask is that person who has been there. And Rose had walked that lane. So I'm glad to say she helped me.
True.
Yes.
And she has said it's always good to look at people who have been there.
Exactly.
Who bring you these stories, not to just watch, but speak something. People have been there, people have gone through what you're going through.
Yes.
So don't give up, because these women have also not given up in life. So you can also do it. You can be somewhere.
Yes.
That is very interesting.
Thank you.
So the impact, tell us. You've told us of what you're doing, helping the women. So it is really impacting society.
Yes.
Yeah, that is beautiful. And would love to see many women going out, talking, find people to talk to.
Exactly.
Dying, you end up dying because of too much. You hold a lot on your heart.
Exactly.
You don't have anyone to talk to.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's really important to always get people
and as women, there is a way, especially in Africa, we are raised not to talk.
True.
Like in my culture, in those family meetings, you talk either after seeking real permission. So at the end of the day, we grow up knowing I'm not supposed to talk to anyone. And yet when you talk, sometimes things come out. You know, you get relieved, and sometimes you're even wrong about what you're thinking about. Maybe there is someone who has gone through it and they are ready to help you, you know, to give you to tell you what they did to get to where they are. So talking out, speaking out to the right person, by the way, not to everyone.
Not to everyone.
Because you may end up speaking to...
True.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're the right people to talk to and share your challenges with.
Yes.
Yeah, so where do you see yourself from now, 10 years to come? With the work you're doing with the women, the children.
Wow.
So where do we see this?
Interesting. 10 years from now, I believe that, one, all the things that I'm doing, especially what I call my businesses, should have multiplied maybe 5 or 10 times. Number two, I will be a mother to a teenager. So my worries will be different from the ones that I have now. Number three, I'll be more exposed, and hopefully the political environment in the country will be more favorable for me to do more things in a, like I can say, in a way that brings out the best. Because right now, a lot of things are monitorized. And hopefully, then I'll be able to be politically involved.
True.
Or maybe in policy making, political policies in the countries, in the country, in Uganda and beyond Uganda. Because at the end of the day, a lot of things, I can say they are where they were. But we hope and pray that with change, even after five years from now,
something can change.
Something can change, and the girl child will be at a better level, let me say. And the children at my daycare, because most of them are girls, will be teenagers. And I'm praying that in 10 years, they'll have a better chance for a better life, because I will be a better person myself.
Wow.
Thank you.
True. Beautiful. So you talked of a girl child.
Yes.
Seeing a better future. The girls in Busoga, let me take you there.
Those ones, can I speak Lusoga?
You don't speak Lusoga?
Can I speak Lusoga when I'm speaking to those ones?
Yeah, true. Please.
Bana, basoga banange, mwena yemuli. Abali ebusoga, n'abali mu bitundu eby'endawulo, mbalamwisa. Ndi kwogera kino nga ndogera eri omwana omuwala. N'oyo yenna ali okumpi n'omwana omuwala. Nti omwana omuwala olina amaanyi mangi okusinga gw'olowooza. Naye amaanyi ago olijja agakozesa otya? Biika amagulu go. Ebizibu ebisinga bungi biriva mu kubiikula amagulu. Biika amagulu, gema ekitabo, biikula kitabo. Abasadde ababoda bali kulimba ni chapati, bajja kulekawo. Okubiikula amagulu kulimu ebizibu bingi, tojja amala ku kusoma. Ate nga n'omusadde akubulesizaawo okusoma ezira kyajja akugasa. Ekyokubiri birimu obulwaire bungi. Ng'otwaireku okumira empeka obulamu bwo bwonna. Abazaire bo olijja abaleka otya? Olijja abaleka mu bigere bye balimu right now. Kubanga bajja kubanga bakufiirirwa, bafiirirwa ssente de bakutairemu. N'ekyokusatu, nga we n'ofiirirwa essuubi ly'obaire oli kuleeta. Ekindi ebikado mubiveemu, baana eno mujje musome, ebikado tibijja abayamba. Ate n'omwana omulenzi aliina ino omwana omuwala, omwana oyo muleke. Kuba akafaananyi nga mwana okwo gwe bali kukuluusanya bati. Basoga banange muweerere abaana naddala abaana abawala. Ekindi mwongere okwogera n'abaana abalenzi. Kuba omwana omuwala tajja abaawo yenka, ajja kubaawo n'omwana omulenzi. Omwana omulenzi bwe tunaamugemaku nitumutereeza. Emikisa mingi nti n'omuwala eddaaba muki? Mu mbeera eyeeyagaza muiraawo. Ekisookera ddala eddaaba n'omukisa ogusoma. Ate bw'anaatuuka okufumbirwa, edda afumbirwa omusaadde amuwa ekitiibwa. Kuba abaire amuwa ekitiibwa okuva muki? Mu ntandikwa. Nebyo byenina bantu bange, muwuliriza abazaire abaana bawala n'abalenzi. Ezirambunze enkuze ino ezirabyakulira mu nnumba ya babbawo. Aye ng'ekisinga bungi okusoma n'okujja obatoola mu mbeera gye mulimu. Neyanziza mbalamwisa.
Wow. Wow, to our Busoga people, I think you've understood that. You've got her message. She's if I try to say what I've picked from what she has said, education is important. Then girls, really focus on your education. Uh, Leave out what men are telling you, lying you here and there, giving you small gifts. You'll get all these when you're educated. You're able to get them for yourselves. Yeah. Thank you, Cissy.
Thank you.
That is really a powerful message.
Thank you.
And do you have any plans? Plans for the girls in Busoga?
The girls in Busoga at the moment engaging. Few, but quality. Like, I'm not looking at the numbers, but I'm looking at the quality of engagement. I support a few people, like with school fees, but I inspire and talk to many about life. Because if I had not had a father who had talked to me, maybe I wouldn't be where I am. And unfortunately, some of them don't have someone to talk to them. But I want to take that chance and step into that gap.
Wow.
Like, how can I help? Sometimes these children, these girls, all they need is assurance that you're everything you want to be is in you, and you're beautiful enough.
Yeah.
Like, I had a chance where someone talked to me about my color. I almost left school, but one of the teachers called me and is like, "What are you talking about? Have you ever seen an African who is white?" Because you're black, you're a typical African. True. And don't look at your skin color.
And these days we are seeing a lot going on.
No,
I don't know why we look for.
I don't want to talk about that. Yeah, because we have a chance. They call it freedom. Yes, but like, at the end of the day, you have to know what you want.
I think it goes back appreciating.
Exactly.
Appreciate yourself.
Know what you want and how to get to where you want to go. If you know what you want, it won't matter whether you're tall, whether you have hips, whether you come from a background like I come from, whether you come. No, just know what you know what you want to be in future. And like, we talk to children, we talk to girls, we talk to boys, because at the end of the day, the girl child is going to live with a man. At the end of the day, she's going to work for a man. So we talk to them about life and also tell them that the other person is not your competitor, but your complement. You can work together complementing each other, and we shall have a better world. Because at the end of the day, the men are looking at us as competition. But if he sees me as his complement, as, you know, I'm your partner in this, we are not competing. So the game changes totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and Busoga is ranked as one of the poorest.
I know.
So I also talk about the involvement of parents. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes parents are so reluctant, pushing these girls to go to school. A lot of school, high numbers of school dropouts.
I want to appreciate, first of all, the current government for UPE. In my time, UPE had value. Because I am a pioneer of UPE, personally. I went through UPE. But if you bring a child of today who went through UPE, you will wonder. So we need to go back. Yeah, we need to go back to the drawing board. What happened then? 2-3 years after the implementation of this project, what happened? What did we do right such that we do it again? Because at the end of the day, parents are not seeing the value out of sending these children to school. You know, you send a child to school from primary 1 up to P7 and they cannot construct a sentence. So at the end of the day, like, no, iwe joli me Ricardo. And we have the Ricardo problem. God have mercy. The sugar canes have caused more problems.
Because after COVID-19, a lot of children couldn't go back to school.
They couldn't go back to school.
They're earning something from the sugar cane.
And yet these are peanuts. And then, like, the parents, first of all, I want to call upon my people in Busoga that the sugar canes we have now are causing us a problem that is going to last years beyond us. Because the children are not going to school, our land is degraded. Like, it has lost value beyond measure. And bringing back that value will take us years. Yes. Like, it is our children to suffer. Yeah. So if we can adopt other measures, we have, I'm trying out something in Iganga, in Namsinsi. We are planting bananas. Okay. And I'm glad to say my mom is harvesting them. We are also, I planted avocados like in shortly after our father passed. Those are over 10 years. But we are harvesting. People come and buy. And then we also have coffee. Okay. And my mom picks coffee. So like, I've cut off things that take money, especially to my mom, because I've created avenues for her. I've empowered her. I hate it when I have to feed you every day. Every day. But I can support you until you can support yourself. Maybe you will support another person then. So my people have to look at other ways of earning money, because sugar canes, I don't think they are a thing for us. Much as the kg of sugar right now is at 5,500, the musoga with sugar cane plantations is miserably broke. So like, we need to connect the dots and know that they are just using us. The people who are gaining from the sugar canes are different from us. Like, if they really wanted us to be better, they would give us the money that is due. That is, as in, that goes in our sugar canes. You get it? Yeah. And then the other thing about parents and the children in Iganga, especially Iganga, sorry, because I come from Iganga, the fathers have to be involved. There is nothing as sweet as a father telling you you're beautiful. When your father tells you you're beautiful, trust me, no one will tell you you're beautiful and you believe it. Unfortunately, these young girls find these flattering statements so good because they've not heard it from their father. The parents. And then the parents also don't talk about crucial things like the future. Okay, the future, yeah, they talk about it, but HIV, what are we doing about it? We should talk to our children. Our father would talk about it. And then he would also buy music about it. You're home for holidays, the music playing. One song will play for the whole day. If you have Alina Magez, 1 word, 2 hours, you pick a word and you be like, okay, you know? So there are things we can prevent now as parents by talking to our children, by creating friendships with our children. And also not only looking at the negative side. Exactly. Yeah. Because you are, as a parent, you're not perfect. Why should you highlight your child's imperfection? True. Tell the child, yes, you're imperfect in this, but you're the most perfect I've seen in this. Yeah. Because no one is bad 100%. So praising these children and telling them constantly that we love them, that we value them, is likely to improve the livelihoods of tomorrow. Yes. Wow. That is beautiful. So any challenges so far? In the work that you've been doing, you're doing this and this. So what are the challenges that you've encountered? Evaluations have a challenge. One, in most cases, the data we get has to be manipulated. Like, for example, if this is your house and you're the wife at home, the husband is away. He sends me to evaluate and he's like, go and check if my house is clean. But it is my wife to pay you. You get it? So how am I supposed to report that the house is dirty when you're the one to pay me? Of course, I'll bring that and show you. I'm like, okay, madam, I've come here and your house is upside down. You'll be like, do you really want to be paid? You get it? So at the end of the day, chances are high that I have to go against my ethics, against my values, and work on this data such that I get paid. You get it? And then number two, in most cases, this data is not taken on. Like, if the house is dirty, okay, yes, the house is dirty. What has to be done? Maybe you need a house help, or maybe you need something to help you with cleaning. But after some time, maybe like you recommend, and then they are left there forever. And then the next challenge, especially in the daycare, is involvement. When we talk to the ladies, especially those who are in relationships, those who are married, in most cases, the men see us as war, like they want to cause war, because he sees that the woman is improving and she wants to make money. Maybe she wants to set up a small business. He's like, no, you can't go there. Those people are telling you to do this. And you'll be like, but this is for the good of the entire family. We are not telling her to leave her relationship, her marriage. We are telling her to work on herself such that she can have a better household. In fact, a better woman in the house creates a good home. True. Because she will not ask for a lot of things from the man. She will be able to do the small things. Then number 3, we at the daycare, because we provide food and shelter to these children and medical care, we sometimes face financial challenges, which is actually our major problem. Yes, but we managed to push through one day at a time. So
do you get any funding? Do you have funding from communities or elsewhere?
No, not the immediate community. At the moment, we have only one funder who is very ill right now.
Wow, sorry.
Yeah, she's sick. She's mommy. We call her Mommy Eva.
Sorry.
Yeah, but we pray that she
recovers.
Exactly, because she's the one who has supported us up to now. Yes.
Oh. Okay. And then you can share with us some of your work ethics.
My work ethics, I look at timeliness. I value and love time. And if I have to do something, even if it means sleeping on the desk,
you have to do it.
Yes, but I have to deliver before the time comes, before the deadline. Number 2, truthfulness. I love the truth, and it has cost me some things and some people. Yeah, because sometimes people don't want the truth.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so like, I lost a job because of that. Number 3, is integrity and communication. I believe in communication, open communication, where I encourage the other person to also talk.
Okay.
Yeah, then and in communication, I prefer to listen. Yeah, because I learn
a lot,
and I determine what I must do or say.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yes.
Cissy here has an interesting story, and as we come to the end of the discussion, the conversation, of course, we would love to have her for another time, and we get to talk more with her. But as we come to the end of the conversation, what are your words to the girl watching us out there? How do you encourage her? How do you motivate her? Yes, to become something.
As a girl, one thing that as a woman, we have to know what we want out of this life. As a girl child, you need to determine what you want out of life. After knowing what you want, you have to do something every day. Like every single day of your life, even if it means taking water, even if it means doing a health habit, even if it means attaining an education. Because in most cases, we have trainings which are free. Do something small every day that will improve your day tomorrow. Number 2, take care of yourselves. The world is a better place when you're healthy. If you accumulate a lot of wealth, but you're also not fine, out of things you could have avoided, it can become so unfortunate. Yes. So value your health, and then value your time. Learn to speak to a few people, because sometimes you keep a lot of things.
Yeah.
Seek help whenever you want to. Yes. Okay. And then please avoid sex when you're still in school, especially high school, primary. It is not leading you anywhere. For the campuses, you can abstain, and then you can use protection. Yes.
Wow. You've heard it from Cissy. I mean, she's done a lot, and there's a lot to learn from her story. To any woman out there, there's a lot to pick. And I'll ask her any last thing that we would wish our viewers to know about Cissy. And then you'll give us also again the directions to the place where women can go, because I really want women to really
find a place.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Civic Space TV, first of all.
You're welcome.
For hosting me and for this initiative to highlight a woman. This actually helps us to come out of our cocoons, because I'm someone who prefers yes, but this space helps women to appreciate each other because of what each other has done. And then number two, to know that a lot of people have been through a lot of things, but they overcame and won. And then number three, we need a hand for each other. Like if you have reached somewhere, don't kick the ladder. Put your hand back and pull the next person in the line. And when you see someone who is going ahead in life and she's a woman, appreciate her. Appreciate her. Actually, the most you can do is appreciate her and go to her. Ask what she has done right, how she has done it, and you will be there. Yes, then the directions to my place. Okay, we are located in Bombay, Chirinya. From Kavle, it is 1K from Kavle stage, Chirinya, Joker's stage. The school is called Grace Preparatory School. It is a school with a daycare.
Okay.
Yes, and we base on that to reach our immediate communities, because we cannot reach big masses, but we have the capacity to influence the people around us. Yes.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much, Cissy. Thank you for allowing to come and share your story. I believe someone has learned something. Of course, I already picked something from her. That's her slogan, better than yesterday. Make sure in whatever that you're doing to make sure that your yesterday is not the same as today. Yeah, thank you, our viewers. Thank you to Civic Space TV team, the production team. Till next time, see you.